Hello, guys. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a great day. Hello, Trey.
What's up, Jason? How's it going, big buddy boy? Oh, come on, man. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button. Hey. I was trying to be smooth, but I see you already did it, so I was just trying to. It wouldn't be our show if it didn't have terrible producing by me. So, it's what we do. Woo! All right. Well, hi everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Me and Trey are here, and Trey, why don't you give me a beat?
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all.
Okay, here I go. Yeah. Hi, everybody, if it go down, I can tell you what I'm doing if I flow now. I am never gonna be a pronoun. You wanna look for me like I was like a pro now. I can trip it through the middle, but I'm sitting in the middle, looking like a riddle, only if I couldn't be. Jumping like a cow over the moon and see that you never do what you gotta wait for me. It's like I watched the XFL yesterday and I didn't know the words that I'm supposed to say. Like Rock Johnson just sitting on my TV screen. It ain't a movie and I don't know what I see. Nah, only if I can't understand. Waiting for the words but the flows didn't plan out like the way I expected it. Man, did you really get me forever but never plan? Oh no, I could take a little photo. Let them all know that I'll never grow but I'll show you all the pain, sitting here losing my brain, maintaining the games lyrically. Know sometimes I could go. Trey, are you losing your breath? I don't know. Out this, out of my light and out of my mind. I rhyme only if I can't define my time. Now I gotta do it. Did you understand? Pursuing situations and waiting for the plan. Oh no, here we go again. Did you really know what I'm gonna do when Wayne? I could rap just a little bit. Now I'm looking like this, man. I'm spitting bad.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you.
Hey Trey,
What's happening, big poppy?
how are you doing, my handsome friend?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. I've had a great past week, so there's that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, no, I've had a good week, man. It's
Yeah.
been a pretty good month, I would say. Last week was good and interesting. It wasn't like perfect by any means. There was a lot going on.
Okay.
And I have a beautiful story to tell us today.
Oh, I can't wait.
Do we want to add our guest to the stream?
Looks like our guest is ready. Let me get everything's ready to go. And don't know why you did that or I did that. Somebody did that.
I never touched anything.
Okay, I pressed the wrong button. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, no, that's the what you call it. That's why. So, it's the that one is the actual. Let's see, that's the actual background, the 2-person.
Yes.
So, there you go.
Is he?
Yeah, let's see. Hey, what's up, bud?
Oh, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good.
I'm on my phone now because my computer decided to do an update. And life, you know.
It's fine, man. We appreciate it. So
I appreciate
nice
you guys
to see
having
you.
me.
It's nice to see you, Sam. I said
Been a while.
you've done enough Zoom calls and internet things to know that you need a backup plan. Automatically the thing doesn't work out. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. So my desktop PC died, and now this laptop is updating. And I'm like, what do I have? Do I have a Bluetooth anything? And I have these earbuds. Hopefully they don't fail us.
You sound good so far, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. If I don't, let me know. It won't hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Well, Trey has no issues hurting people's feelings. He makes me cry.
I have a lot of issues hurting people's feelings. I just tell people how it is. Well, how's everybody's week going so far? What's the highlight of your week? And like one phrase.
Okay, so one phrase. What is your what happened, Trey? There's buttons to be pressed, so I pressed the buttons.
I had to remix it, so I was
Okay.
waiting on you to hit it. So there.
All right. So with one sentence or short as possible, tell me something cool that happened to your week. Trey, why don't you start to show us a good example?
There was a bomb that blew up in my work.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, sorry, that was me in the bathroom.
Sadly, this actually is a crazy story, but I will save it for later.
Okay. Well, that's the point of this segment, Trey. Everybody saves their story.
No, this is the point where you move on, Jason.
No, it's my turn. All right. My headline of the week would be, what do I got here? I drove all over town to eat hot lava.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Funky Sam Medina. I want to hear the highlight of your week.
Oh man, I don't really have any. I haven't really been doing much. I say motherfucking President's Day, you guys, because thank you to today. Thank you to President's Day. Work was so slow today. I was practically napping the whole day, and I love it. I love it.
So you would say presidents cause you to work slow.
Yeah, you know, I was telling my manager, I was like, "Hey, can every day be President's Day?"
Just that right there. Just the one little
President's
snippet.
Day made me work slow. Hell
It's
yeah.
fine. He
and
can
then
just go first, Trey. It's fine. We already.
I mean, sure. Okay, yeah. You know what? Tell us the bit.
My sentence was motherfucking President's Day.
All right, so we do try to stay as less cuss words as possible.
Oh,
so
I apologize.
You've already maxed out your cuss words. So.
All right. Well, you know,
it's fine. Just a heads
try
up.
to keep it PG. We like everybody watching the show. It is a mixed audience group. So
I meant to say was mother freaking President's Day.
Mother, father, or what was one of my favorites? Shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms.
Okay. Anyway, so the headline of you know what? No, Jason, you go. I would love to say it last, actually, since our guest is already gone.
Since we're doing it all weird, yeah. So it was my birthday last week, and so I turned old. And
oh, happy birthday!
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll be turning old next month.
That's not Trey. Trey doesn't turn old. He turns younger. Excuse me. But so once a year, every year, one of my best friends takes me out to eat, and this week we decided to drive all over town. It's not Trey. Trey wouldn't take me out anyways because he's cheap.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
I'm cheap. I've got a decent job now.
I guess you're not.
Watch your profanity.
All right, so what we did is I really wanted a soup dumpling, which soup dumplings are like it's a regular dumpling, but it has tons of liquid inside. So when you take a bite of it, you get liquid shooting inside your mouth. And so I got the dumpling right when it came out, wasn't paying attention, and got lavaed right in the mouth. And
F's in the chat. F's in the chat.
Yeah. But I also then we also watched Ant-Man 3. So.
Ooh, okay. Wow. A little bit of everything there.
It was and then I got like a SOS message from my wife going, "When are you coming home?" Like at 11 o'clock because I was still out. So I came home and the kids were asleep. So I guess it happened.
Oh, why did it do that? That's weird.
It's probably from it's probably because the settings change when they do the show. But I know where it is now, so there we go.
Interesting. Huh. Well, so let me know when you fix it and I'll go to the comments. So the headline of my week, like I said earlier, for those who have missed it, was a bomb blew up at my work. I mean this in the most literal sense. I will use anonymous terms because probably can't talk about it. Where I work, there is a place and we service tires and brakes. What happened?
Well, your story is so boring, Sam just left.
I know.
I just went to get a beer.
There is literally the loudest sound possible.
Oh wow!
Inside my shop that goes off, and it shook the shop. which is basically a warehouse, and everyone stopped immediately what they were doing. I was coming out of the break room, and I mean, I didn't know what happened. But the only thing that ran through my mind was like a tire blew up. There's no other way.
Nice.
So we all go over. There's people kind of like running to me. There's people running away. There's people going to the site to see what happened. Someone mounted the wrong tire on the wrong wheel.
Ow.
So for those who don't know, 44 to 50 PSI range goes into a car tire, a normal car tire. The tires that we service have anywhere from, I don't know, 150 PSI to 240 PSI.
Wow.
This thing had it met its limit because it was being aired up. It was rolled out to be put into finals and sent out. This thing went off like a cannon. And it shook like dust fell from the rafters. Like there's dust in the break rooms. There's dust everywhere. The bearings inside this tire split, flew out. The tire literally became a bomb because the ring that kept the bearings inside the wheel shot out. The ring is embedded into the wall around a steel stud.
Oh, wow.
And there was several people in the vicinity that should be dead because
That's
this
crazy.
tire, when it popped, flew and was rolling. And this thing is bigger than I am. I'm a big boy.
You are a big boy.
And that's the highlight of my week because a bomb literally went off in our shop.
That's amazing.
We went home early. They described what happened. They were still investigating and they didn't, they weren't 100% sure what happened. But it would happen this Thursday, and it was terrifying.
Oh, that's crazy.
So,
That's
yeah.
a crazy
Very crazy.
situation.
Luckily, nobody was hurt in that.
Luckily, yeah. I mean, sadly, some people have some hearing issues that hopefully will be taken care of, but probably not, because once something that loud goes off, even if you have earplugs in it, it's not going to matter. So anyway, that is that. But yeah. So I guess we're ready to move on.
Yep.
Since we've went through everybody's hot headlines so far.
Yeah, my week wasn't exciting as your guys' weeks.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I
Everybody's-
just thought of a second story, but I'll bring it up during the thing because it can pertain to the interview, so it works out.
Okay. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's now the time of my favorite part of the show. I hope you're ready, Mr. Funky Sam Medina, because it's time for
my computer's not.
a quiz.
Uh-oh.
All right, sweet.
Nice
So,
job, Trey. Very well produced right there.
Do you like that?
Hell
It
yeah.
was very nice. Well done. Well done.
I try. It I don't hit it every time, but once I miss, I learn from those mistakes. Anyway, so we're gonna get into this quiz. And funny enough, it is actually about bombs. So no, it's about space. And what we're going to do now.
Sam knows all about bombing.
I know, yeah, that's true. I have quite the experience of bombs.
He's a comedian. That's where that comes from, Trey. Just in case other people are like, wait, what's happening?
Oh, I got you. Bombing the set. Bombing your bit. Yeah, cool. So there will be multiple choice questions here. Some of them will be open-ended. Whoever gets the most at the end correct will win. I will try to speed through this so we can talk to Sam and actually, have our guests talk a little bit more so we can get into this. Awesome. So the first question, Sam, you're up first since you are our guest. What is the smallest planet within our solar system? Is it A, Saturn, B, Mercury, or C, Jupiter?
Oh man, I do not know. I grew up under the impression that Pluto was the smallest planet, but that was taken away from me.
So,
based on what my knowledge is, it was Jupiter, Saturn, and what was the third one?
It's Saturn, Mercury, or Jupiter.
I'm gonna say Mercury.
Okay, Jason, same question.
Mercury.
Phenomenal. That's the correct answer. You guys both get it correct.
Woo.
You guys got the first one correct. I'm really surprised. Congrats. That's
Don't
actually
start me.
huh? What?
Don't get me riled up. Then I'm gonna get the quest right. And you're gonna have to call me somebody to maybe lose at the end.
Yeah, as
Yeah?
a comedian, I also know about empty spaces.
Oh no.
Mm.
As a musician, I also know about empty spaces.
I could have made a terrible joke there, but I want to stay on Jason's good side today. All right, Jason, you're up next. Question number 2. What is the brightest planet in the night sky? Is it A, Venus, B, Mars, or C, Neptune?
Venus.
Okay. Sam, same question.
I'm gonna go with
Venus, Mars, or
Neptune.
Okay. All right. Well, sadly, the answer is Venus. It's A, Venus. So Jason is 1 point ahead.
Yeah, Venus envy. Venus envy.
Yes. And we're going to move on to the third question. And this is an open-ended question.
Right.
And for this one, whoever gets makes me laugh or is closest to the actual answer gets it correct. What does NASA actually stand for?
Who goes first?
Sam. Sam, you're up first. Sorry.
No astronaut shall. What's an A word? Ass. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that. I'm sorry.
Okay, is that your answer?
Yeah, my answer is I just lose.
No,
National-
you're good. I mean,
I don't know.
so here, come up with something else. Come up with something else.
All right.
No astronaut.
No astronauts shall be architects. I don't know. I
Okay.
can't think of anything hilarious.
Phenomenal. Jason, what does NASA stand for?
National Astronomical Space Association. Association's all right.
That's probably
as
right.
close as that was, Jason, I'm gonna have to give it to Sam because I like his answer more. The actual answer is National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Administration.
So
and I was trying to say,
close. I'm not gonna lie, Jason.
I was trying. No, I said astronomical, not aeronautics.
Yes. And
I
then
meant
you
to
also
say
said-
aeronautics, but astronomical set out. And yes, I know I said association.
And you also can't say astronomical on the show, apparently.
Oh no.
Watch your profanity.
Okay, so on to the next one. What is my favorite planet? Open answer.
Your anus?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I second that answer.
No, God, please.
All right, look. For the memes, I'll give it to both of you guys. I'll give you guys both a point. So, here's the thing. This is going to be the coup de grace. The I don't even know. This is the final drum roll. This is for the Mansion and the Yacht. Anybody's game. How many stars have scientists and astronauts and I'm trying to think of the word, astronomers counted? Meaning, how many do they think are actually in the sky? Roundabout. And Jason, you'll go first.
Only one on this podcast. Me right here.
Oh, dang.
Is that your answer?
Yeah. I don't have even close to it. I can't even think of a good number. It's 10,635.4.
I don't know if this is an acceptable answer, but I'm going to say unlimited amount of stars.
You know what? This is tough.
I'm right. And Troy is wrong.
But without a shadow of a doubt.
You could have just said what I said, and you said, but Trey, you're the star, and then you would have won. All you had to do was just pump up his ego.
That's true. He didn't
bit.
specify. He didn't specify who the star was.
This is a first, but I actually win the quiz.
Actually, wait, is your favorite planet Saturn?
No, it's I just want to see what you guys would answer.
You had a chance to give Olaf Slayer the win.
Yes, Olaf, you get a point.
Ooh.
No, so Sam, you actually win the quiz. Congratulations.
Oh, hey, thanks. That was really a hard fought quiz, and I worked really hard for that win. So
I know you
appreciate
studied
it.
all night.
You
Think of
didn't
the
even
answer.
he didn't even give an answer that's even positive to the win,
Here's-
and you just
here's the thing.
automatically give it to him.
Averaging out the types of stars within our galaxy, this would produce an answer of about 100 billion stars. That's just in our galaxy. 100 billion.
Wow.
How about 76 trillion?
Ooh. I like that answer, but Sam, you were the closest because, quite frankly,
Yeah, because
Um,
unlimited is less than.
It's
It's a
pretty
lot more than
close.
one.
It's
a lot more than one.
It's closer than one.
While I like Jason's answer because we should all think of ourselves pretty highly.
wow.
Just well, yeah, I feel like positivity and everything. Taking care of yourself and beefing yourself up. What's the word?
Well, at least you don't need help
Self-worth.
beefing yourself up.
Know your worth.
Self-worth.
Know your worth.
Self-esteem. Hello, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, there
Anyway,
we go.
moving along, Sam, congrats, man. You win the quiz. We're trying to
I
develop this
appreciate it.
NFT to where we can give all of our people that have been on the show that have won the quiz a little bit of the stocks, but we've not developed it yet. But we'll let you know, and we'll reach out when we're done
One
with
day.
it. But
That's right.
anyway,
when I actually earn a win on the quiz, then I'll come back for that.
but you did win.
According to Trey's
That's
heart.
true. That's
Oh,
true.
whatever. Okay, so anyway, Jason, why is Sam on the quiz today? Oops,
What-
show.
Well, when I
I'll
asked Sam
admit
what.
that.
Sorry. You want to do it again? You just want to shoot it? Try it one time. Action.
Hey, Jason,
What's up?
why is Sam on the show today?
Oh, well, when I asked Sam, you want to be on the show? What can we do for a better year? And Sam just said, whatever I want to do. And I was like, well, that's pretty attacking, Sam. And he was like, whatever, Jason. And I was like, well, that's messed up, Sam. But after talking to him a little more, we said, don't worry, just laugh. Because it's always important to laugh and don't stress out about things. You're spending too much time worrying. I know I have done that. I've learned that a lot this last few weeks that I do worry too much. And I just need to move on. Why, Sam? Do we just need to laugh and stop
We
worrying?
do. Hell yeah. I find myself worrying way too much, but I mean, at the end of the day, everything works out for us, and just trust
Yeah.
the system and trust the world.
That makes sense. And I think that's always important for us to realize that we need to trust that. What do you think something that happened in the last few weeks that really we realized I just need to stop worrying about things?
For me personally,
Yeah.
I got my tax return really quickly, and that really helped me out a lot.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Usually it takes like months and months, and I got it like within a week.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Hell yeah. I
The
mean, heck
government's
yeah.
finally doing something right.
You're fine.
I know.
I know.
Ish.
Was it we had the surprise that my wife's student debt has disappeared. So that's crazy.
Oh, congratulations. I think my wife's might have us too, but we don't
Yeah.
really know. I
Yeah,
forgot. I think it did.
It's
I'm
crazy.
sorry, what?
What?
Why? How?
My wife works for a nonprofit, and there's a program that if you make so many different things, the government will pay off your student debt. Student debt.
But there's
Your
also
student-
like, isn't
you
like,
pay off student death. Oh,
yes,
that's awesome.
but
That's
isn't
awesome.
like the government also like forgiving some too?
yeah, that is true.
I think that's
I'm
where we are.
I'm trying to be political adjacent at the moment, so I don't really know what really caused it, but I know that we've been in that program, and so I'm just gonna assume that's that, but it might have been the other thing. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited.
All of the above.
Yeah. So that is very cool. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get my taxes back, but they just go to pay off other things. So it's not
That's
like
kind
we
of
get-
that's kind of the boat I'm into. But it helps though. It helps when you can pay off other things.
yeah, no, it's nice and it's interesting how it goes. Now, this year you've done more. You have a regular job, but then you're also doing your comedy. You've got to do a lot of live gigs this year, which is cool because compared to last time you were on the show,
Yeah.
you didn't get to do any live gigs. I saw you did
Yeah.
the live give it at the thing where it's kind of sponsored by Keenan, right? Was that the one
The
I
Keenan
saw?
Thompson Presents. That was super
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, they're going all over the country. They're picking, I guess, 20 comics in each little region area, and then 3 minutes on stage. It gets filmed and it gets sent to Keenan Thompson and his team, and then Keenan Thompson's gonna watch them all and then pick like a handful of comedians to do a big show with and go to SNL and all that fun stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's sick,
Yeah, it
dude.
is. Yeah, yeah. I was really nervous about it because I was kind of like, I'm in the Bay Area and it's a huge place for comedy, and there's a lot of big time big names here, and so I'm like, am I ready for this? Am I going to compete with these people? And so as for me, I do a lot of like quick, 1 or 2 line jokes, and so 3 minutes, I'm able to just rock it, right? So where some other comedians who are more storytelling, they can't quite get their stuff off the ground in 3 minutes. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I felt like I had a very good showing compared to some other people as well.
That's amazing.
That's awesome, man.
Yep. It was good times.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I said, you've done a lot of shows. You've gotten an opportunity to do a bunch of shows here in the last few
Yeah, I've been doing a
weeks.
lot more shows. Still not as many as I want to do, but I've been doing a lot more shows. So I'm super excited about that.
Do you, one of the things that you probably weren't watching the show, but one of my friends, we had her on the show in January, and she actually was mentioned on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Wow.
And so what happened was that she was at one of his shows, and she just asked him a question about how to get into comedy, and she was like, well, he was like, well, are you funny? And she's like, yeah, and he's like, well, come up here, and so she actually got up and did a bit,
It
and
sounds familiar.
well, on the Joe Rogan podcast, he was talking to Shazam, the guy that plays Shazam. I forget his name now. In the movie,
I don't listen to Joe Rogan, unfortunately,
Oh.
so I don't know.
but he was talking about that. But she, anyways, got he was talking about the whole Miss Marvel situation, like the TV show, and
I love that show.
and that dude is on it, and so she's talking about how the real life Miss Marvel exists as Miss Maisel, whatever her name is.
Maisel.
Maisel,
I thought you were saying Marvel. I'm like, what is happening?
And
I knew what he meant.
the real Miss Maisel exists. And so then the crazy part is a few weeks later, she went to the same show, to a show again, and then asked the same question. And then he was like, well, do you have anything? And she actually had written bits, and she actually went up and she killed it. And he was just saying how awesome of how, if she keeps on going at it, she could do it. And so we actually had her on the show talking about that story, and it's like,
That's awesome.
yeah, and she's still trying to figure it all out, you know what I'm saying? Because she just started in comedy. And it's like,
that's what a place to start though, at a Joe Rogan show, because I'm sure it's packed.
Oh
yeah. But the
And
other
if you
trick is
kill-
because it's Joe Rogan show, it's not like you're going to get a recording of that. And there's no recordings in that room.
Yeah, I mean that's the least of her worries right now, though.
Yeah, no, and it's like he actually mentioned it on his podcast, so she's going to actually say, hey, how's that person? And so
That's awesome.
it's pretty
And
crazy.
that's going to help a lot for bookings too, that Joe Rogan mentioned her by name.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
yeah.
on the
Well,
well, no, not by name,
he
just
didn't
by
mention her by
person.
name.
Oh, okay.
But she's been
Cool.
on the Kill Tony show a few times.
That I'm a huge fan of Kill Tony.
Then that's
My
fine.
wife and I watch every episode of Kill Tony.
So she actually used that bit. She actually talked about it on Kill Tony.
Okay, so that's probably where I heard the story, because the
Yeah.
story does sound familiar.
Yeah, because she was pregnant at the time. So she's talking about she had another one. But she's been on Kill Tony
Wow.
like twice because she lives in Austin. So,
Nice. Yeah. My wife and I are huge fans of Kill Tony. We've seen like.
but there
every
you go. That's
episode.
how you know. That's how you know the bit. So that's fun. But anyway, so I was thinking about you when she's telling us that story. But it's not.
Don't think
easy.
about me when she tells you that story, because I ain't gonna open for Joe Rogan anytime soon.
never
Well,
say
you gotta
never.
believe in yourself more than that, bro.
No, I know.
It took 20 years, but I got to perform at ACL. So it took Trey like less than that.
Congratulations.
So,
Nice.
but you're gonna get it if you just keep fighting. But it's funny because when it comes to comedy is not a quick trip. It's like an extremely long trip where you have to do years and years of bits and touring and all that stuff to get yourself in a place. So
Definitely do. It's definitely a journny.
yeah,
You see some people will like get like I'm not necessarily fame, but like they'll blow up really quick, right? It's just the right time, right place, I guess.
well, especially now with like TikTok and stuff. You see
Yeah.
those guys that are TikTok comedians, and they're just doing like these
Oh,
little
I
time
see 'em.
bits, and then they're actually trying to put together a real set, and it's like, oh man, I bet that's so difficult for somebody that's only written like 30-second jokes. You know what I'm saying? With the
Yeah.
visual aspect, and so it's like, but you see those guys, or like the Ryzen dude, the guy that does the weird bars. He's the guy that does the rapping, where he's sitting at the table and then he does like mostly their poop jokes, and he'll just remix other people's songs, but then do something with poop. But
I've
he
seen stuff
got
like that.
his TikToks were millions and millions, so much so that he actually just did a comedy
Wow.
tour where he was just
Wow.
doing that, and it's like, but and he's been a musician for years, and nobody could care about his music until this happened, and now it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do this, which I think again, that's rad. You know what I mean? That's a rad situation.
Yeah, if you
Um,
can make that, if you can build that for yourself, yeah, that's incredible.
have you tried on short form stuff, or is that just not your gig?
I don't know. I'm not very. I mean, I definitely can't do music or anything like that.
Well, like just
So
those little small comedy bits that they do on TikTok.
yeah, I don't have very much up there right now as far as bits go.
Yeah,
I need to film more basically. I don't really film my stuff right now.
I tell myself that all the time. Like even with
Yeah,
our
I need
show, it's
to.
like I just need to do more small bits.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
Well,
I don't-
speaking of like bits, comedy, and all of that entails, Joe Rogan actually told her that you got a bomb. He's
Yes, I
saying that was his
agree.
advice to her. And what has been your thing for
ooh, good
bombs
transition, Trey.
and successes? Thank you, I appreciate that. I want to hear the bomb that like sets you up, or just the bomb, and then maybe one of your best shows. Let's hear it.
I had a bomb and a really good show back to back, which kind
Ooh,
of like really blew my mind. It was an open mic at a bar, and this was a couple years back, a few years back before the pandemic, and I was just like, telling jokes, whatever, and there was these frat boys in the front row, and they were just like drunk and rowdy, and I could hear them like talking shit about me. Oh, I'm sorry, they were talking about me. They were talking about, oh, this sucks, this is
You
terrible,
said they're talking
whatever.
about you.
There you go, there you
Here,
go.
I'll try to blur you
This
out.
is terrible. This sucks. This is terrible. I could hear him saying it, and I was like, I didn't really know how to react to it, so I just kept going.
yeah.
And then that same weekend, I went to a legitimate comedy club in San Francisco that people actually pay money to go to, and I was doing very similar set, and I heard somebody in the audience say, "This is incredible." And so I told myself, you know what? Those frat boys don't know anything about comedy. They didn't even come to see comedy. These people are the ones who came to see comedy.
What you didn't know is they were commenting on the food.
They
They were
probably
like,
were.
this is incredible nachos.
I'll take credit for those nachos.
Dude, I've seen so many people get heckled, and I love comedy, and I love just listening to comedian stories, because like, especially them traveling all over the place and just kind of experiencing the audience, there's going to be a joke that hits in California, but it won't hit in Midwest as it did in California, and vice versa, because there's just different cultures, different upbringings, all that stuff, and then people's humor is different. And so like, you having the freaking the frat boys that were the hecklers, like, how did that make you feel in the moment? I know you got to like roll with the punches, but like,
Yeah.
what was going through your mind when that happened?
I'm very sensitive sometimes about my comedy. I think about quitting comedy all the time
Oh
because,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I suck at this. So I heard a comedian, I was talking to a comic one time, and she said, you only feel as good as your last set. And I feel like
Wow.
that's
Okay.
very, very true. So
Yeah.
when I
Sure.
leave feeling like poop, I like just, oh, I suck, I'm terrible, like I can't believe I'm doing this, things like that. And then I go and have a great set, and I'm top of the world.
Well, and that's the trick about being a musician or about being an entertainer in general. The real reason we do it is for that high of the reactions. And
Yeah,
so it's funny,
absolutely.
and I know this is true by me. It's like, as you said, like I've done shows in front of one person and they didn't care. But then I've done it in front of 10,000 people and had like crazy reactions.
10,000? Wow.
I mean, they were leaving the building as I was performing. If I'm
Oh,
gonna be
okay. So it
honest.
was like 9,825 or something.
Yeah, I mean Trey actually saw
Yeah.
me do it, so at least I have some proof. So I was in the. It was actually the AT&T Center in San Antonio.
Wow.
So, but we were closing out the show, so it wasn't like we were like, yeah. Anyways, I shouldn't have to qualify that.
Oh, so you're a
Um,
headliner. You're the headliner.
We 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 got to get to these comments really quick.
All right.
So James, I don't know who that is, but James is the best is coming in from Twitch. He's saying, "Hey, we've got some random Twitch people coming in here and there. It's pretty cool."
What's up, James?
'Cause
You are the best.
We're streaming
Unless
from
James
Facebook,
is the best.
YouTube.
Unless you're Trey Stalker.
Well, let's
then
see
you're
what his
even
comment
better
is
than
first
others.
before we decide if he's the best or not.
He just says, "Hey,"
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey, what up, James? You're the best.
and then Olaf Slayer is coming in saying, "Ha, Trey, that can be a bit." Is you doing censor beeps to a random words during a guest story?
You know what even be funnier in that bit is if you don't warn them, and then at the end of it, yeah, as they're going, at the end of it, you go, this is a family show, guys. You just gotta stop. Like all serious face.
Like, bro, this is a family show. Like, we're gonna have to kick you off.
They get all mad. They're like, I didn't curse. I don't know what you're doing.
And then put him in the
said-
waiting room.
We tell them
Yeah.
there's an AI software that knows when you're about to swear. Pre-censor you. But that's cool, man. I appreciate you sharing those things because, like, I can't do stand up to save my life. I have a lot of friends that say I'm funny, and I'm not just saying that to toot my horn, but I love making people laugh. That's my thing. I love being stupid. I love making myself look stupid, just so that people can laugh because I think like just the title of this podcast today is "Don't Worry, Just Laugh," and I think life is too short not to laugh. So I think running through the live bits where there may be a bomb or maybe people that are just saying something buck wild, I think working past that because that's what you have to do, right? I mean, what's it like when? What's the best comeback that you've done from a heckler? Like, what's like the best slick move like that you can remember?
What was it? There's this one time where there's this really drunk guy, and he was
Of
like,
course.
I don't know if he was talking to me or if he was just being, just talking in general. And like, I kind of like walked towards him and I acknowledged him, and then he said, "Get away from me." And then I said, "That's what she said to that guy." And that was one of my pretty funny ones. I can think of
That's
what's on
pretty
my
good.
head.
Did it get the rest of the audience?
Yeah, the whole place is like
Uproar.
went crazy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so good, man.
That's funny. And then you started the new wrestling podcast, right?
Yeah, I have several wrestling podcasts actually.
You started a second one, right? You had a first one, and then you started the new one, right?
Yeah, so I'm doing the Gimmick Street Wrestling podcast with another comedian, Pratik Srivastaval, and then a musician out of Florida, Xavier Vicuna, and we just get together a week and talk wrestling. See what happened over the week and what we think is going to happen, and funny stuff and whatever. I also do another podcast with my wife, and it's called the Hypothetical Wrestling Podcast, and it's HIGH, and we just get totally baked and watch wrestling, and it's a watch along.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
So watch wrestling with us in the best way possible.
Yeah, that's what. Speaking of, I was going to tell you a story. My son, randomly, my wife was like, "What are you gonna do Saturday?" And we're just chilling out, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just sitting here." And she's like, "You seem out of it. Why don't you just go take your son somewhere?" And I was like, "Where you want to go, dude?" And he goes, "I want to go to Dave and Buster's." He's 5, and so
Nice.
we go to Dave and Buster's, but the line is like forever, and we stand there, and he's just looking around. And he's like, "There's tons of places for me to sit, Daddy." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we have to wait, bud." And he's like, "There's tons of places." So then we go and play games, and as we come back, we're watching where they get us a seat, and he loses his mind because it wasn't the seat that he had already planned that we were going to sit, which was
Oh my
literally
God.
right in front of the giant screen. And it was right in front of
Oh,
the
yeah.
wrestling screen.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Buddy, you would not be too loud and it would too bright for you. Like, you're fine." But he was so mad. But then they started like dancing during elimination chamber. Then he was happy again. So, but then I got to watch the entire thing at Dave and Buster's while eating our food. So, or at least I got to see the match, and I got to see the Roman Reigns Sami Zayn match. So that was That was pretty awesome.
That was pretty fun. Yeah. Did you guys
So-
go to the Rumble at San Antonio?
So you know what? I have a pretty good road record. I've gone to 2 of the 4 WrestleMania Royal Rumbles in San Antonio, but this last one I didn't go to. The tickets just weren't low enough for me to really
Yeah.
like I've gotten like $20 tickets to Royal Rumble before, and so I wasn't
Wow.
gonna pay $100 to sit in the nosebleeds.
When you say 2 of the 4, do you mean you went to it in '97?
I went to I went to
Or
2000
'98? Was it '98?
wait, maybe I went to the Undertaker one, and then I went to the one where they were on the little rollers. The one that there's the one that Undertaker won, which was the second one in 2007 or 8.
Sounds right. Yeah.
And then there was the one where it was AJ Styles and John Cena, where they did the Canadian Destroyer,
Oh,
Did the
nice.
John Cena.
and that was like
That's-
2015.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's awesome.
So I've gone
That's
to
awesome
those
you're there
two.
for John Cena and AJ Styles.
Yeah, that was a dope match. And but I didn't go to '97, and I didn't, which I would have loved, because they had the whole like AAA thing before the WrestleMania that you watched. So they had like a whole AAA thing happen before it. So there you go.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
2007 and 2016. Thank you so much, Olaf Slayer.
I did not know that they had a little AAA event happening in '97
Well,
before the
so that
Rumble.
was the first year in '97. They actually got a deal with it. So do you know do you know the 2 times that Mil Mascaris was in the Royal Rumble? He actually eliminated himself.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
And the reason is that he doesn't job for anybody because he
No
was already a
job.
superstar. And so when they asked him, when they asked him, he's like, no job.
It's an old joke.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. And so he just jumps off. He just jumps out of the ring. He was Ron. He was Macho Man Randy Savage style, but Macho didn't
Yeah.
know what he was doing. That wasn't a part of the things where he jumps out. But yeah, that's funny.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, so so that's the new one you did, the hypothetical one. What made you want to just do that one? I know. Well, so you don't really have a chance because Ron Fudges does his, and he actually gets like all the awesome wrestlers to watch it with him. I was like, come on, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that would be cool someday.
You
Yeah.
saw
No. I don't know. We just it's what we do normally, and we just wanted to do it in a podcast.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Do you do Mondays or Fridays?
It actually releases on Fridays.
Oh, okay. So you watch Monday? So you watch Raw, or do you just watch?
I watch everything. No,
or
the
AEW?
podcast, it's random. The podcast, I'll pick something for us.
You watch old matches.
We watch old stuff. Yeah, it's not
cool.
live.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll just be like in the beginning. I'll just be like, "Hey, go on YouTube and find this, and let's watch it."
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I liked when they did the on the WWE network. They did the the Brother Love show, whatever his name is. I forget his name now.
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, he had his podcast, and then they did it for a few episodes, actually on the WWE.
Yeah, they did
network.
like 5 episodes or something like that. Yeah,
But the cool part was you
I
could
didn't really watch
actually
them all.
start the match with them, and you could watch the match while you're
Oh wow!
yeah. So that was cool. But anyways, that's awesome. I mean, I think it's fun where you, like, I still can't believe you do that many podcasts. Like, that's a lot of, and then you try to guest on
I do
podcasts too.
too
Yeah.
many. I do too many. The main podcast actually that we do is called Hypothetical Comedy, and that's just with a Y, Hypothetical Comedy. And that one's my wife and I. We just interview our comedian friends, and that one's so much fun. That's like our flagship show.
Yeah. I think Olaf Slayer saying poor Trey because we're just talking wrestling, and Trey's like, what wrestling? I don't know.
He
No,
likes
I mean,
John Cena.
it's off saying portrait. No, I mean, I actually used to watch wrestling a lot with one of my roommates. We it was I don't know 5-6 years ago in our first household that we got together, and he had what's the streaming service that they had?
WWE Network.
Yeah, he had that, and we would just watch it. And I actually saw the where Brock Lesnar lost his mind, and was attacking the sideline crew, and like I'm trying to think who somebody stole the case, right? The briefcase, and because they basically copped out of a fight, and literally Brock was trying to grab him, and he escaped, and freaking Booker T comes in. Brock Lesnar doesn't know what to do. Not the guy you want to tick off, trust me. And then just freaking like he flips the table on him. Booker T's on the ground, just like knocked out. The funniest thing ever, because he goes inside the ring, grabs the camera guy, throws him on the ground, suplexes him. I mean, $50,000 camera, something like that.
That was local. That was local here because I knew that guy. I believe that was like an indie wrestler.
It was so.
I want to say that show was like in Oakland or something.
I don't know, but it was. Yeah. I mean, literally.
I mean, that's not a new thing for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar normally that happens like he just did that, just like at the Royal Rumble.
I was gonna say you sounds like you're describing the Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar losing his mind and Booker T coming out.
Yeah, no, but no, that happens often with. That's just the thing Brock Lesnar does. He just gets mad. But I didn't know. I don't think that Brock Lesnar ever won the Money in the Bank briefcase, did he?
He won it once. He did win it once, yes.
But that was when he was young. That was like.
No, right? He won it like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, so then that's what he's talking about.
He came in. Like they had the whole match, and they had a mystery person, and Brock came in like at the end and just climbed the thing and won the briefcase.
Oh yeah, so that's exactly what Trey's talking about. Is when he had the Money in the Bank. That's fun. Good job, Trey. Well, no, that's the briefcase that he would have. Not that match, but he would have had the briefcase at the time.
So can you use the briefcase to get a buy-in? As in, like, you just win a match?
That's what the briefcase is for. That's what the briefcase is.
So someone used that on him.
Oh, I see.
I can't remember his name.
That I can see that happening too. Miz always wins when he cashes in. Austin Theory.
Fun fact, Brock Lesnar wrote the 27-second Squash Survivor Series against Goldberg. Yep.
Fun fact.
I win 27 seconds. Is that how that works?
I don't know. I wish I could have watched it growing up. I kind of skipped over it. Like I knew The Undertaker. I knew like.
I'm sure you have better things to do.
Well, I mean, I like watching wrestling now, but I just don't. Just because I'd love to watch it with people just to see the reactions, and it's just fun.
Me too.
Anyway,
I watch the premium events every once in a while, but it just matters what time it is. And I love the Royal Rumble, and I love the women's Royal Rumble and the men's.
Do you, Jason?
Yeah, I love all Royal Rumbles.
Is there something you should tell your wife?
She watches it with me, dude. So.
Aha!
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. Whatever, dude. You watch wrestling with your wife. And you're high. So
hey,
sorry,
this is a family show. You can't say that.
It's watch WWE and chill.
You can't talk about what you do with your wife on this podcast.
Oh, God, please no. Olaf Slayer is saying it was his idea to lose to Goldberg that quick because he wanted to face WCW Goldberg.
Yeah, no, as I said, I remember that. That was cool. But they actually had a good match, which is crazy.
Brock Lesnar's a beast, though.
Yep. No, totally.
All right, Jason, we've got 10 minutes left for the show. We got to roll.
I guess it's time. It's rap time.
Let's get it, y'all.
Wrap off.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a battle. It's going to be me versus you, Sam. So I'm excited.
Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't rap.
Trey's like, I don't know about this bit.
I was like, sure. That's up to you guys.
So two things. I'm going to rap about whatever you want me to rap about, Sam. And then we're also going to take some words from the audience. So if you have any words, Trey, you want to give them instructions here?
Yes, please, everybody listening right now, please throw up a whole bunch of words in the chat. Don't throw them up
one
at once.
At a time.
Just one at a time, enter, and then send the next one, enter. Because we had somebody write a whole paragraph, and we're like, oh, snap, Jason's going to have a hard time reading the entire thing while he's rapping. This is a freestyle bit. Please keep it clean, but keep it funny or keep it serious. Doesn't matter.
Or keep it funky.
I'm trying not to
keep it funky.
I got a ton of nachos in my stomach right now, and they're trying to come up. So anyway,
were they incredible? Okay, I'm the only.
They may not be as good. They may not be as incredible the second time.
As Funky Sam Medina nachos.
Speaking of that, I will have to leave right after the show ends. That doesn't mean anything. You didn't hear that. So anyway,
Where did you get these nachos from? I need to stay away from that place.
No, it was
Are they
good nachos. That's the
7-Eleven?
thing.
7-Eleven
Those are
nachos?
good. No. It's called La
Nachos,
Bamba,
nachos.
and it's a local place. So good luck finding it. That's nacho cheese. All right, nacho cheese is your first one, apparently.
All right, so Sam, is there anything you want me to? I can always just rap about what we talked about, or anything else that you want me to.
Yeah, I want you to rap about being at Dave and Buster's.
Oh, sure.
Dave and Buster's, wrestling.
Yeah.
Big screens, Boston, nacho cheese.
All right, let's go. Oh,
all right.
No. Oh, so I'm gonna have a new bit at the end of this, but we won't do it today, because he could get me and I won't be ready. But next week we're gonna do a style challenge for me, and so by the end of the episode, I want you to actually tell me who I have to sound like next week, and I will try my hardest to sound like that person next week in a rap. So Dr. Dre or Little Dicky or anybody, I'll try my hardest to not mystical. I can do mystical, but I can do mystical for like 30 seconds. It hurts my voice very bad.
Can you do Tech Nina?
Tech 9?
Yeah, Tech 9 is one of my favorites.
Yeah, the fast rapper?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll do that today.
All right.
I'll do my best. So Trey, you can stay slow. It's fine. You don't need to go fast.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. Yo, it's DJ Sound Effects, Scout the Psalmist, and Funky Sam Medina on the mic. Let's get it, y'all.
Hello, how y'all doing? I'm feeling it go. Sitting here like I'm feeling my flow. I was at Dave and Buster's, I was chilling it out. I wasn't pretending to do what I was doing about. Now they get it when I'm gripping and I'm saying it's ill. Did you really know what I'm doing? I'm thinking I'm chill. Now I gotta be that dude. I see what I say. I gotta dream out loud. And I know my way. I get them downtime with the light fine. Define the situation, the metaphor, the flow to back to ply. Sidify the line, but you're wondering why you try. Did you really know what I was gonna do? I dip and die. I'm watching wrestling. I'm feeling belly for the night. But belly's in the melly, but the belly don't fight. And I don't fight because I'm waiting for the why. I'm waiting for them dreams like I gotta be the try. I was at Dave and Buster's playing Ghostbusters IP. I'm yelling out loud and I had to go pee. See me in the middle of the little time. I said to rip it on the rhyme. To find specifically, I'm filling back the line. And they do what I'm doing and I'm wondering why. Nacho cheese only if I cannot say it's mine. Did you get what I was doing? Now I'm feeling so fine. Exhale, breathe, the feel the sea. But now you're way to be. You cannot see it's me. I'm going right. But now I gotta feel it real. You knew what I'm saying, but I gotta say I'm chilling true. Now I'm sitting like I'm hella true. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm keeping it down. I'm keeping it so cool. Sami Zayn gonna get beat down. The brain tame, maintain the games and lyrically insane. If I can't, they will. But now I gotta be the flow, like the right time, feeling for the show. Now you beat it back to the number. I stood up and that be the feet of it, find the rhyme, the find the mind, find the dripping down my city when I go. Sam has left the show, but I'm with it, bro. Did you know what I was gonna do? I'm feeling the time. I can sing it when I'm tripping and I'm wondering why. What am I doing if I'm flipping it? Spinning and then gripping it, tripping and then ripping it, rolling back and tripping it. Said it could go, but now I sit the flow. I get the grow, get me dipping down. I sip it though. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm pursuing the situation, my occupation, and then my destination ain't better. I can do it. I'm gonna be the best. There's no words, but now I gotta say I will confess. I break down, sit down, looking like an elegant dude. Only if I can't say what I was gonna take it true. I'm sitting there watching wrestling with my son. He's like, Dad, this is the best time I ever had. Yum. I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's so cool. Enjoy your pizza. Looking like I'm so cool. And then my boy is bombing. He's feeling what he's being. This is still better than last week. I wasn't seeing. Only if I couldn't go. And now I gotta rap. I can exhale, breathe, and now I'm feeling all of that. Turn off the beatbox tray, but I'm still gonna go one more time. Here it goes, the fastest way I can rhyme. I make the metaphor, but now I still can't see them all. But I sit it back and trip it back, and I was in the fall. But I trip it all. Now you gotta wait for like Senegal. You know what I was gonna do, and now you gotta hear me. Oh no, I know what I'm gonna think. I think that. Now you gotta say you whip it back and flip it that. Now I gotta run back and I say that I will never go. Now we gotta explode. Now we gotta explode.
Game over.
Woo!
That wasn't my best, but I tried.
That was good. It was fun.
It was something.
Yeah,
Crazy. It was crazy at the end.
it was better than last week.
Crazy.
So
It was crazy.
yeah.
Good stuff,
So-
man.
Yeah, Trey, you got to remember to turn off your echo when you, for some reason, it doesn't save your settings. So anytime you log in, make sure you turn those things off.
That's a StreamYard problem, man. That's so stupid.
I turned it off.
Is it cutting me out?
Yeah, it was at the beginning, but I turned it off. Luckily, I can change the settings myself.
That's so dumb.
Yep. No.
Wow.
Yeah, not
Interesting.
awesome. But thank you so much, Sam, for being here for the show today. I really
thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
And
awesome. It was fun.
it's always nice to talk about all
Yeah,
your
thanks
stuff
for
that you're
coming
doing.
on,
Absolutely.
Trey's gonna start doing comedy. So
Nope.
Do it. Go to the Joe Rogan show and get on stage.
Nope, not gonna do that.
That's
I don't
funny.
have any bits that are in my back pocket, so
I've been over I think it's the Vulcan is where they're going. And,
That's where Kill Tony is.
Yeah, I've been there. I watched Ron Fudge's there, and
Oh wow.
he's my favorite comedian. So, but I was like, that was a cool place. I like that a lot better than the other comedy clubs. But they had just moved there after the thing for New York, right? If I remember correctly.
Who?
So, the Vulcan.
Oh, I have no idea where the Vulcan's history.
Yeah, I think they were actually like a big thing in New York, and then when
and they
COVID
moved there
happened,
because
they
of the
moved to
pandemic?
Austin.
Wow, that's
Oh,
crazy.
you lost
Because
your
Tony went
voices.
to Austin because of the pandemic, and
Are you making fun of me?
they're a team now.
no, we can hear him.
Oh, it's only me.
It's only you. No, that's cool though. I did not know that.
Can you
Are
hear
y'all
him,
messing with
Jason?
me?
No, we are talking.
I can hear everybody.
We are talking. We're not messing with
Not
you.
messing with me.
We are talking. You are not.
Can you hear?
you're
Can you
talking.
hear him? Because I can hear him.
I can hear everyone. He can't hear us.
I can hear everyone too. Well, let's
Yeah,
talk
I
about
don't-
him then. Let's talk about him. I'm
I
just
think he
kidding.
smells funny, honestly. I mean, I've been around him enough, and I went to go visit him this past year for ACL, and man, dude, he just like smells like just like rotten tomatoes and onions and cabbage, dude. Cabbage, man. Bro,
Oh, I
I'm
hate
telling you,
that.
we're talking about piping hot schmagonias. You know what I'm saying? It's that. But I'm just playing. I don't know. I guess he really can't hear us.
It's a family
Now we
show. Let's
literally
say what
can't-
we're
now
really
we can't
thinking
hear
of.
you. Your audio is kaput.
You were trying to fix it, but you made it worse.
All right. Well, while he's figuring that out, Funky Sam Medina, let the people know where they can find you, your social media, all that stuff. If you have any shows coming up, now is your time to plug.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. You can find me at Funky Sam Medina across the board. All my podcasts and all that network stuff is at Hypothetical Comedy across the board. And the only show I really want to promote right now is on April 19th. I'll be at Rooster T. Feathers comedy competition. They're back, man. I was supposed to do it in 2019, and it got in 2020, and it got postponed. So they're back, and I'm so excited because it's one of my favorite comedy clubs in the world. So come out in April and catch me at Rooster T. Feathers.
Dope, sick, nasty, man. We want to thank you so much for being on the show, dude. It was a
Yeah,
good
thanks for
time.
having me.
Oh, of course,
You
man.
guys are awesome.
I want to go see one of your shows, man. I want to see where you're at. Now you're in Texas, right?
No, he's
No,
not.
I'm in California. I'm in the Bay Area.
California. Oh,
What you
Yeah.
need to do, Sam, is you need to figure out a way to do a show in Austin during ACL.
All right. Well, I have family that I'm very close to who moved to Austin a few years ago, and I still need to go visit them. So when that happens, I will do shows there. Plus, over the pandemic, I made really good friends with some comedians in San Antonio. So once I'm out in that area, I'm gonna do some stuff with them too.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, we'll see. Well, me and Trey are down there during ACL, so we could actually come together. But in San Antonio, I always make it. So just gotta let me know.
Absolutely.
It's that scene is crazy, but it's more power to you doing it. So, but as I said, this is the guy that does freestyle battles. So whatever, that's a weird.
Yeah, and hopefully you can catch me soon opening for Keaton Thompson, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
all right,
well,
Jason. Where can our viewers, followers, lovers, and subscribers find us?
if you go to Flows for You Pod at most of the socials, you'll find us, or it's just Flows for You. You can find us everywhere that there are podcasts. You can go to Spotify, you can go to Apple, you can do it everywhere. It's amazing. And listen to our stuff. If you're watching us live, come watch us live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch on Mondays at 5 p.m. CST. And
Woo.
we would love to have you join. If you're listening to the audio podcast right now, come join us on Mondays at 5 p.m. CST. We'd love to have you in our comments. You might be as featured as Olaf Slayer or other people that show up, even James as the best. It's just so cool to have so many people be a part of the show. In Trey, am I forgetting stuff?
We want you on the show. So hit us up and let us know. Because if you were down, then we are down to clown.
Wow.
Skip, scap, rabbit, bat. That's what I'm talking about now. Okay, anyway, so you guys
also-
want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jason. What?
Next week we'll have Sean Boyd, who just showed up on the thing.
Yo!
He'll be our guest next week.
Wait,
so-
Sean who?
Sean Boyd.
Oh, okay. I have a friend named Sean Boyles.
Oh no,
That's
Sean
what
Boyd
he
will
said.
be our
This is
guest
Sean
next week.
Boyd.
He has a podcast, so I'm looking forward to talking. He's one of my friends from
All right, Sean
many years
Boyd.
ago, and so he'll be next week. But we're not done yet. If you're looking for a new website, make sure you go to nomadweb.design. That's an amazing place to get your website on. And if you're looking for cool art stuff, go over to Boss Visuals. If you need help, just ask me and I'll send you to the right place. So, and now I'm excited about this because we have a new bit that you have not been a part of, and I can't wait for you to destroy Trey. You get to be Trey's counselor, Funky Sam Medina. You get to ask him three questions, and this is a improv game, so he actually has to say yes and to whatever you tell him. So you're gonna
Yes. Skibbity bop. Skibbity.
so you're his therapist, and you're going to ask him questions. You can make up facts about his life. You can ask him whatever you want about his love for whales, whatever you want to ask him. But you get 3 questions, and that starts now.
All right, Trey. I'm a little bit worried about you and your love for whales. How are those
Trey.
nachos? How are those nachos selling with you?
So, I mean, I feel like those are 2 questions, but I'll answer them as one. My love for whales started back in Fantasia 2000 when that bit where the whales were flying through not the tundra, but the Antarctic, maybe, North Pole. And then they began to fly, and I was like, wow, if I can be close to whales, then maybe I can learn how to fly. And so I've been fascinated in studying whales since I was like 6 years old. And how that relates to nachos, it doesn't, and that's okay, because La Bamba, no sponsor available sadly, their nachos are fire, but they're also, they burn going in and they burn going out. So right now I really have to go, and I'm not joking, like this is an actual thing.
This is not a bit.
This is not a bit. I am in pain.
Wait, do I keep asking you questions, or do I let you just go to
No.
the bathroom? I don't know
No,
what to do.
you got 2 more questions,
2 more.
dude.
All right.
Technically,
What's
that
your
was right.
favorite movie from? What's your favorite movie from 1997?
No, you're a therapist, so you're like Trey. So why is it that you're overcompensating by eating so many nachos right now? What's really going on in your life?
Yeah, I
Or
do
you
agree
could
with that.
say, why is this certain movie from 1997 your favorite movie?
And just make up a movie.
All right. So why is the game starring Michael Douglas your favorite movie?
Great.
Okay,
That's awesome.
Pause the bit for a second. I've not seen the movie.
It's a weird
Oh my
movie.
gosh, you got to see it! It blew my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. No,
Uh,
you
I still
don't
tell
watch it
people
right
after
now.
this,
We're doing a bit
Yeah.
right now, Trey. Don't watch
go
it.
to the
right-
bathroom before you watch it. but-
I feel like it just speaks to my inner soul, my inner being. It's just it's what made me today. I mean, I was born in '93, so since it came out in,
What's your favorite plot detail of the movie or the game?
well, really, I just love the title. I mean, I love video games, so I was like, why not watch this movie? You know, I mean, it relates to so much about my life.
Yeah, that's where this bit goes, Sam. So you got one last question. Make it a doozy.
All right. So the other day when you were frolicking through the woods, what was it that you found, and how did it change your life?
Nice. There we go.
You're not going to believe this. As I was tra-la-la-la-laing through the woods, I actually stumbled and fell into a rabbit hole. And on the way
Wow.
down, I ate a mouthful of mushrooms. and I was in Wonderland. I met Alice, and she's really cute.
And he
Or
went
so
on a
I-
date with the queen.
Or so I thought.
Spades.
Maybe it was all fever dream. But here's the thing. Here's the weirdest part that I don't get. Yeah, I don't know where I was going to go with that.
You should have just started bleeping yourself.
The thing is, the queen, she came over, give me a big smack on the mouth, and what I can't even believe that happened. And she came. It was so crazy. It just,
You should have been ready for that bit to work better. Trey. There you go. Well, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you, Sam, for being in the show. Thank you so much for spending time hanging out with us. Can't wait to see you next week. We talk to Sean Boyd about his podcast and about so many more things. Thank you so much for just spending time with us. Me and Trey really appreciate it. Trey?
Yes, we love you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on the show and tuning in. Please always blow up the comments. If you haven't already before the show ends,
You're about to do that?
Yeah, look. Hit the like button. Share it. Tell your friends about it. But
yes.
Without
Before you end today, please share this with people so they can
Please.
watch the show over here as we close. We would love 4 shares. That'd be amazing. We would love that. So if you could share.
Hey,
the
before we
podcast
go,
for-
can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Sure.
Does this happen often? Because last time I was on the podcast, Trey also had to run and use the bathroom when we were ending. So I'm
Happens
just
all the
saying.
time.
Do
I don't
you
know if it's
remember
me
that?
or what. Yeah, because you're like, hey, wait, we'll sign off afterwards, and then Jason and I were hanging out, and then Jason goes, you know what? It's okay, we could just go. He's not coming back, and we just left.
I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess I just bring it out of you. I just bring it out
Bring it
of
out
you.
of me, man.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. But Sam, you've been awesome, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. But
Thanks for having me, you guys.
without further ado, flows for you, flows for you.
It's what we do now. It's what we do.
Love you guys. Take care.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you.